Uncle Jocelyn, life, prosperity, and good health to one and all. Queen Reverend Witcher here with Queen of Forces Healing Ministries. I am here with another edition of the Minor Arcana through the zodiac signs. As you can see here, we have the Devil card because when Capricorn season comes in, up jump the devil. Ain't that something? So here we are. Take a look at this card. I'm going to do my best to be brief. Sometimes I get long-winded and this is not meant to be a class. So take a look here. This card comes from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and it's one of those decks that are widely known and used. So if you take a look here, if you're familiar with the tarot, especially with the major arcana, this card looks very similar to the Lover's card. And I should have pulled I'm going to pause. I'll be right back with the Lover's card for comparison. So here I am back with the Lover's card for comparison. Because one of the things that I understand about this card is that it can be a lot about relationships. The number 6 can have to do with relationships, empathy, emotional things, even helping people. The Lover's card adds up to 6. The Lover's card is a 5 and a 1 that adds up to the 6. The Devil card is the 10 and the 5 that adds up to a 6. And they're kind of like opposites when we want to compare these. Now, you see here with the Lover's card, the couple supposedly is Adam and Eve, the Archangel Gabriel, and they're supposedly in the Garden of Eden, the typical story. And in this picture here, just like this one, they're naked, which can indicate vulnerability, openness, and that kind of thing. But in the Lover's card, this couple is, it's balanced, it's positive energy for the most part. And this Gemini card with the Devil card, which is what we're talking about for Capricorn season, this couple is bound. You see the chains there, it's just a different vibe just looking at it. They're bound to each other. So this Devil card is one of those cards like the Death card and the Tower, people don't like to see, but they're necessary because it's a part of life to have this energy. And we're not talking about necessarily a particular entity. We're talking about energy, people, and the way we behave with one another. Now, with the Devil card being for Capricorn season because it represents Saturn, and the Devil card is more about the energy of excess, possession, obsession, just a negative trait as far as relationships, especially in comparison to the Lover's card here. When you see the Devil card, especially when it comes to a relationship, a romantic relationship, but really a relationship of any kind, when this comes up about relationships, it could be about what we typically hear known as a karmic relationship. I think every relationship is karmic, but when we say that, I think we're normally insinuating negativity. Okay, not so good events. It's just not happy. When you're feeling stuck or trapped in a relationship or in a situation, it is not good. What we have to realize when we're in the Devil energy, or when somebody around us is dealing with the Devil energy, the feeling of being stuck and trapped is definitely a real thing. People can really feel that way, but lots of times we don't realize. Look at around their necks. These chains look loose. It looks like they may be able to just pull them over their head and be set free. But when somebody really feels stuck, they could be addicted to something. A lot of times the devil card can come up when it comes to, dependency and addiction. Like, you can feel so stuck to a person or a situation. It's as if you just can't even fathom being free. This is one of the cards that, if it comes out in reverse, I'd love to see this in reverse. I mean, nobody's happy to see this card. Even though, like I said earlier, it's a part of life. Sometimes we end up in situations like this, or we know people who are in situations like this, and it can be a strong tie to people. That when we get stuck in relationships, especially, it's not really different from being addicted to a substance, or we can be addicted to a person. That feeling of, I can't let them go, even though the person is showing you they don't want you. You could be up at night crying about them. Oh my God, I want them so bad, and still trying to get that attention from them. That's an addiction, and it's terribly unhealthy, which the devil card can represent. Here's how the devil card looks in my favorite deck, the Miss Cleo deck. He's not showing a couple on there with him, but the proverbial lake of fire, I guess you could say, is back there. And we know that Capricorn energy is earth energy, but very relatable, in my opinion, to Mars. Capricorns, can have that kind of bull-headed type of energy. Anything with horns. we know we're dealing with some strong energy here. The Aries, the Taurus bull, the Capricorn goat. That strong energy. Capricorns are known for their work ethic and not giving up. So they climb corporate ladders very well. They're good for business. Now, in my most sacred deck, the Hoodoo Tarot deck, this is the card that we would say would be the devil card. And this is Miss Robinson. Don't mess around, because one thing about the devil card and this type of energy, and how I understand it from the Hoodoo Tarot deck, you could be the person in that devil energy. You mess around with people, and you're gonna get some negative karma that you don't want. And that's the story of Miss Robinson. Like, don't F around with people who ain't effing with you, because God knows what can happen to you. So, I hope this is helpful. This is the Hoodoo Tarot deck book. Mine is, I put it to work. But again, one of my most sacred decks, I rarely even use it unless Spirit tells me to for a client. It's really sacred. I'm going to talk to them about that and see if I can use it more this year. But I hope this is helpful. This video will be in the playlist for Tarot for the Zodiac, or the Major Arcana for the Zodiac, on my YouTube channel at Queen of Forces Heals. So may the force of healing be with you now and always. Book your reading with me.